Who's your gardener here? Hello YouTube. Out here at the old raised bed today, and I'm pulling up some of these turnips. I've got turnips, 3 rows of turnips on this side here. They're purple tops. I went to buy them this last year, and the little packet of seeds that you got was stupidly expensive the way that they were priced. So I went to our local Rural King because I remembered last year seeing purple top turnips in the hunting section for a garden plot for hunting, and it was a big bag. Anyways, that's what I bought, and man, they have just done super for the same price as the little packet of seeds was. So I'm gonna have turnips forever. But anyways, I'm gonna get these out of here, and then I may come in with a secondary crop in here, but I got to get it opened up so I can get into my carrots. In here in the center is my carrots. I got to pull some of this leaf cover back so they can get a little more sun. They're already starting to put on, but anyways, I'm gonna pull some of these for you. I'm not gonna make you go through the whole process, but let me pull a few of them out here. I've got some that are pretty big, and that's okay. I'm going to can these up, and they'll be just fine actually. Some pretty big ones back up in here towards the middle where I couldn't really didn't want to disturb them while they were growing, and so I just kind of left them be. And I tried uploading my video for the turnips, and I thought it was uploaded. Man, I went back about a week later and it didn't upload. So what we're doing here is I'm going to re-upload that video so you guys can see it, and then it'll all make sense. Because I had one and it kind of stopped. My camera quit working, and so anyways, but now I'm gonna get these pulled, and then I'm gonna take them down the basement, and I'm gonna go ahead and clean them, and I'm gonna can them, and they'll be good for all winter that way. I took the thinnings off of these when I thinned them out, and I canned those up, but I was looking at these leaves. I think I might make another batch of greens out of them. So all right, well, I'm not going to make you suffer through this whole thing, so we'll get back with you in a minute. By the way, this is the 4th of July. Happy Independence Day to y'all, YouTube. I was walking out of the backyard, get my bucket here, and I was going to show you guys these raised beds that I built. This is actually a retaining wall. There's my old garage. Let me get on the other side. I'll show you what it looks like on the other side. My house sits up on a hill, and they had some old riffraff kind of bushes up in here, and anyways, I didn't much care for them. There's like 80 some bushes on this piece of property, 1 acre. My son's truck. Sorry, I'm walking around here. Anyways, I really don't like trimming bushes, so I took a few of them out, and I built this raised bed in here. Thanks to my baby sister, Amy. Her and her husband bought a home, and there was a garden box built on the side of the house they did not want. And so he told me, he said, "Do you want those timbers?" And I said, "Yes, I do." So I had to buy 2 layers, as you can see in that box right there. But everything else came from them, which was a blessing. So now I haven't weeded or anything in here, y'all, so it's a little rough looking. Right over here, I've got some radishes growing. These guys here in the middle, they will be beets. Good Lord, I love sugar beets. I did plant a row of cilantro here in the front, but it has not marked a row yet. I'm wondering maybe if my seed was too old. But something that was really cool, I think, I don't know, I'm just a Hoosier boy, was I went and got me a cattle panel. I'm sorry, a hog panel. There's a difference. Cattle panels are taller. The hog panel fit in there perfectly. And I just used some U-nails and nailed it on the inside of my garden boxes. And I have planted pole beans on either side. And I'll give you guys kind of an update on them later on when they get to be vining and full and everything. What my hopes are is they'll vine up this thing, and you know, the beans will kind of hang through and stuff. Be kind of neat. I also planted some Roma 2s. In my opinion, one of the best bush beans. It's a flat bean. It's got a white seed in it. I've got some skips I need to go back and replant, and then back yonder I got more beets. I gotta get in there and do some weeding. But other than that, not bad for the use of a retaining wall. You can see some of my landscape over here. Give you an angle picture of that. There you go. Wouldn't mind actually doing that maybe in a couple more spots. Note to self, I tried something new. I thought, you know what, I will plant in the landscape. There's some Brussels sprouts. They're doing okay. They've been eat up with the little caterpillars, but I don't like to spray my stuff, so I just used a Dawn dishwashing liquid and some canola oil, and I doused them down really good. Hopefully that'll take care of them. I'm going to give another treatment of that here for long. But my retaining wall goes up, and I thought, you know what would be cool is if I planted some pole beans and then they'll just hang down. Big dummy me. They don't like to grow down, they want to grow towards the sun. So I had to make a makeshift fabrication thing here. And I put some strings up so they'll grow up so I don't lose all of those I planted right there. But anyways, I'm headed to the garage here. I'm going to give you an idea of how many turnips I pulled. I still got, Lord have mercy, a bunch in there. Sorry about the camera work. Going in the door. Well, this is where I do all my canning at. It's nothing fancy. A trash can. I got a utility sink. Kind of like an apartment dishwasher down here. You can roll it around. Hooks to the sink. A stove. And then this is my freezer. I use it for a tabletop. I also have a tabletop over here. Some spices and stuff over there. But this is where the action happens. So this is how many beets I got out, or sorry, not beets, turnips I got out of there. This little container, years ago, back in the old days, I used to drive a semi-truck and I hauled milk for Kroger's. Well, their employees sometimes would throw these out, like if the vegetables that were in them, that's what came in them. If the vegetables were bad or something, instead of emptying them out and sending them back, they would just throw the whole thing out. So I started asking for them, and I don't know, I got 5 or 6 of them. Down here on the end, it's got a little button you can pop. It won't do it because I got turnips in it, but the inside, they collapse. So when they can fold up into a nice little flat box, they make it handy. But that's what we wound up with. So, all right, I'm gonna start canning. We'll get back with you later. All right, we're back. That's all that's left of them. I got them all peeled. Right here they be. And we're going to bring them up to a simmer or boil there for about 5 minutes. So I got my stove up here on high. And we're going to boil just a little bit of that starch out of them. Now, here's a little trick I'm going to do. When you cook these, they're gonna turn kind of a not so pretty color, kind of a brownish, I don't know, creamy colored. So I'm gonna add just a little bit of turmeric for color. That's all I'm using it for. I'm not using it to season. I'm just going to put enough in there to give them kind of a yellowy tint. And that way they'll look pretty when they're in the jars anyways. They'll taste just like turnips though. So we'll be back in a little bit. We'll can them up.